Hey, sparkly diamonds! I'm super excited for the topic today. I'm just going to wait for, hopefully, one person to hop on, if now is a good time. Just recently, I've been starting to be able to see comments actually on the live video, which is nice, but I'm also going to pull it up on the side of my screen. Hey Megan, can you just comment something so I can see if I can see it on my phone? Or if I have to open up the other screen? Or if I have to open up the other screen? There's the lag. Let me click into it. Oh man, alright Cara, I can't see your comment on my phone for some reason, but I see it on my computer, so I'll just keep refreshing. Hey Chelsea, hey Carly. All right. Darn it. So I can't see the comments on my phone, but I can see them on my computer. So questions at any time, send them to me in the comments, and I'll try and refresh my page over there often so that I can answer your questions while we're live, because that's the benefit. So, super excited to talk to you guys today about how I mentor my diamonds. I have 3 little sticky notes because as I was thinking about what I do to mentor my diamonds, there's really 3 different stages, and it just so happened I realized it once I had these 3 different sticky notes. So the first stage is getting them to Emerald and getting them up to speed on training and all of that. Second is helping them learn the basics, basically get to Emerald again, and a whole bunch of other stuff I'll cover. And then the third part is building emeralds, their own emeralds. And so I'm going to talk about all 3 of those sections with you guys today. When I sign up a coach, hey Nicole, when I sign up a brand new coach, the first thing I do is I send them an email. And that email is part of the fitvibes.wordpress.com underneath new coaches, new coach emails. Everything I send is available for you guys if you want to look at that. So I send them a new coach email. The only action item that I give them is to click on that link, which will bring them to our WordPress website that goes over 5 steps to getting started right. So I'm just going to pull that up on the side here so that I can reference it. The very first step is a video that Raina did a while ago, and it's 50 minutes long. So I know that if they are committing, if my new coach is committing to watching that video, they're at least a little bit serious about working their business, and I know that I can invest time in them. If they don't watch the video, I immediately know I don't invest that much time. I still will follow up with them, and I'll see if they had time to watch the video, if they have any questions within 2 days. And again, usually it's at that point when they just won't respond to me, or they will and they'll take action and we'll set up a call. So that 50-minute video goes over everything. You guys have probably seen it. It goes over small things like posting to big things like your down line and your right leg and your left leg. The next step is setting up a call with me. This is my getting started right call. I will set up a time with them. I try and keep it 30 minutes, but to be honest, it usually goes about 45 minutes, sometimes a little bit longer. My main point there, and when I open it up, I tell them that this call is really a time for us to get to know each other a little bit better, but mostly I'm well aware that I throw a lot of information and training and resources at my new coaches, and so this is a chance for them to ask me any and all questions that they have, as well as me giving them action items. Because when a new coach sits down at their business, I find that they don't know what to do, right? If they have an hour, they're like, I want to work my business right now. Lots of them are like, they twirl their thumbs and they're like, but what do I do? So on the Getting Started Right call, I review the Power Hour document. I used to review the Business Activity Tracker, but I think the Power Hour document that we have is more user-friendly. It has this like fun little arrow, and it has check boxes, and I don't know, it's just prettier, and I think it's more fun to use for people that are not so much Excel oriented like I am. Like, I love spreadsheets, but not everyone does. So that is the first step. I send them the email, they watch the Getting Started Right video, and then we set up a call. Hey, Megan. So pretty basic. I think all of you guys are doing that with your coaches. If you're not, start doing it. I know that initially Getting Started Right calls is scary, but that helps me overcome the situation that I used to face where I would get them started, they'd watch the video, we would just message each other, suddenly they would just go missing, right? They wouldn't respond to me, they would stop posting, and we didn't have that personal connection where they owe me nothing, I owe them nothing, right? There is no bond, there is no friendship, really, no connection, nothing really holding us together. And I feel like that's what the Getting Started Right call does. If anything, sometimes they don't have any questions, sometimes they have 15 questions, but just having that face-to-face time makes a world of a difference. All right, next thing, I check in with them pretty much daily. I have this board that tracks coaches. I think it's backwards for you guys, but it has coach check-ins. These are all my newer coaches, newer, so not all new, that I need to remember to connect with. And then leaders are down at the bottom. So depending on how hard my new coaches want to push, I will at least message that whole list at least once a week. But to be honest, if somebody tells me that they want to work the business and they want to earn an income and they want to advance rank and they want to do all of that stuff, I check in with them way more often than once a week. I'll check in with them the next day after our Getting Started Right call and just see how things are going. I will also challenge them to start messaging people. That's the very first challenge that I give them, is I will go to their page, I will check to see how much interaction they're getting, and no matter how much they're getting, if one of my new coaches got 67 likes on a recent post, another one got 10. No matter what it is, I'll message them and say, oh my gosh, you are seeing so much engagement on your posts. People are following your journey. They're liking them for your posts for a reason. Let's capitalize on that and message them just to start conversations. I'll tell them that. I will send them the script. I'll say, copy and paste this script, send it to every single person who likes it. And the intent is just to start conversation. And the script that I send them is the really simple one that's like, thank you so much for liking my post about blank, about my workout this morning. I really appreciate your support on my journey. Are you also on a health and fitness journey? So short and sweet. And I'll challenge them to just start those conversations. Also, if they have any fitness-oriented posts or coaching posts or nutrition posts, sometimes I'll challenge them to go right in for the invite, especially because if you think about it, new coaches, the people who like their posts is their warm market initially because they haven't started expanding their network. So they don't have to work as hard with connecting and interacting with them. These are people that know them and trust them for the most part. So sometimes I'll go right in for the invite. Again, I'll copy paste the script, so I'm giving them everything that they need in order to start conversations, to step outside of their comfort zone, to invite people, etc. Next, I have them message me anytime someone expresses the slightest interest. Also, I keep an eye out for it. So if I notice that someone comments on their post, like, this sounds interesting, what is it? For example, I will reach out to my coach and say, oh my gosh, I saw that Nicole commented on your post. Have you reached out to her yet? Usually, you guys, they don't. They don't know what to say, and they get nervous that they're going to say the wrong thing. And so keep an eye out for the comments that your new coaches are getting so that you can check in on them and then help them through that. Tell them what you would say in that scenario. Also, have them message you anytime they have somebody interested. So if they sent that invite script that you told them to send and someone says, sure, can you tell me more about it? Tell them to message you. Really, all I'm doing is sharing with them what I would say in that conversation, and I'm guiding them through it. So I'll say, have you talked at all yet about their health and fitness goals? Usually they say no. So I say, okay, great. Here's a list of questions that I typically ask my prospects. What are your goals? What sorts of fitness do you enjoy doing or would you like to try? How is your nutrition? Do you have any struggles? Are you open to trying an at-home workout program? Those are pretty much the 4 that I go through, and I type those out and say, ask these one at a time, relate to them in between, so I'm there every step of the way. So when they come to the cost, I'm able to tell them, wait until the very end to tell the cost to them, wait until you are able to provide value on the challenge pack and all of that, and then I'm also there to remind them. I know some of you guys don't use the sign-up script where we give them 2 options to sign up. You just sign them up right away as discount coaches. I don't do that. I give all my coaches, and I give my coaches prospects the option to sign up as a customer or a discount member. The main reason I do that is because in that script I plant the seed for them actually becoming a coach. I say at the end of the discount member one, I say, and if you're at all interested in sharing your fitness journey and becoming a coach, I can show you how to do that too, but no obligations. So it's kind of planting the seed so that down the road they usually want to work their business. So at this point, we just helped our new coach sign up their very first coach, discount coach, and then I stress signing up their spouse. I sometimes recommend that they do that right away just to help them build momentum and to help them, get halfway to Emerald so that I can recognize them. But I don't always. Sometimes I think it's better to wait until they're able to see some success first and sign up a coach on their own, and then sign up their husband or sister or mom or dad or best friend, and so then they're able to hit Emerald rank, and they didn't sign up one person, which was someone that they know and someone that they maybe had to pay for their challenge pack, and then they don't see success for a little while. I want them to see some success first. So that is when I recommend that they sign up a spouse or someone close to them. And I also tell them that I remind them, remember, to us, we know this stuff. It's simple, but they don't know it. So remind them that if they sign up their spouse or sister or whoever, that person does not have to work the business. They're literally just signing up to help support you and to grow your business to a new level, which will skyrocket everything in your business and your growth and your success. So remind them of that. Remind them that they don't have to work the business, because that's the biggest assumption that they make. And when I ask them, have you considered signing up your boyfriend? They're like, no, he doesn't want to work the business. And I'm like, but he doesn't have to. And so just remind them of that. Sounds so simple and small, but it's important to remind them of that. Also, I remind them that they could sign up with the Shakeology packets and then use the packets as giveaways, or they can sell them for $5 each to try and make some of the money back. So I always recommend they get signed up with any of the 140 challenge packs, just because it's the cheapest. They're active right away. They get the enrollment fee waived. List out all of those benefits so that they see the value, and they get Success Club points so they see the value in signing them up with a challenge pack. All right, taking a quick look to see if there are any questions, because that is my first sticky note. So here, you guys, we've helped them get to Emerald, right? First task, check, done. Okay, cool. I don't see any questions, so I'm going to keep going. For me, you guys, if I had to give you a timeline, I'd say most of my coaches hit Emerald within 1 to 3 weeks, just by doing those things. Just by checking in, just by challenging them to do invites, and sticking to the basics. So usually within 1 to 3 weeks, they're able to get to Emerald rank. Next Next, I focus not necessarily on diamond, but just on the basics, on growing their business. And so I always set up a call with my emeralds. And with my emeralds, I actually have a document, and I'm checking. I think it's in the Files tab. Yeah. Oh, wait. Let me just open it up quickly. Okay, yeah. So it's the file called Diamond Now What. The second slide in there talks about be a leader, train your emerald. So this is actually for you guys, but that second slide is what I train my emeralds on. So I go over your next goal isn't diamond, it's to become emeralds times 2. So become a strong emerald. Sign up 2 more coaches. As Megan Llewellyn says, have an emerald garden. Just keep popping emeralds. Or sorry, don't keep popping emeralds. Keep signing up 2 more coaches. Like hit emerald again and again and again. Lo and behold, you'll have 8 coaches, and then you just need to build 2 emeralds. So become a strong emerald. That's my next goal for them, is recruit 2 more coaches. That's it. Once they do that, recruit 2 more coaches. I also walk them through what a strong leg is, what a weak leg is, which one they are on, so what is their strong leg. I walk through the PV and team cycle bonuses, how to check their volume and their downline, how to I strategize with them placement, and really the only thing I'm looking at is, do they have a strong leg? If they do have a strong leg, I will have them place the next 3 coaches on their weak leg. That way they're able to boost volume, hopefully see a bigger income, and then you have all 4 coaches on one side, 1 on the other, and then the next 3 coaches go on your strong leg. If they don't have a strong leg, I just tell them to do every other leg. 1 on your right, 1 on your left, and keep switching back and forth. And then I have them set a goal date to hit diamond. And those calls last about 20 to 30 minutes, so not very long unless they have specific questions. But on this call, I hype it up. I'm like, holy crap, amazing job. You got to emerald in record time. You did, you're an amazing job. You're posting, you're doing everything consistently, blah, blah, blah. So I really talk it up and get them excited about emerald rank. Next, I'm just going to check to see if there's any questions. Nope. So hopefully none of this stuff is rocket science, you guys. It's all stuff that you're probably doing already, or maybe you thought to do, but you just haven't gotten there yet. So the next thing after the emerald call, it's really just going back to the basics. I ask them when their next challenge group is, and sometimes at this point, they're not ready to host their own group. So I will tell them when my next group is, and which is February 27th at this point. And so I will tell them that that's when mine is. They're more than welcome to co-host the group with me, and they can add all of their clients in to that group. So that way they can be posting and sharing their journey, and an admin, so sharing everything. But they don't have to be doing, posting the files, posting every single day, all of that stuff. So it makes it a little bit easier for them, and that makes it so that their main focus is recruiting. They're just signing up more people, inviting more people. They don't have to worry about, hosting their own group, inviting to an event, creating their own event, all of that stuff. So I'll have them start promoting a challenge group, whether it be theirs or mine. And I also have them focus on Success Club. I don't really focus too much on Diamond right away because, to be honest, it is far away, at least further than what Coach to Emerald rank was. They have to recruit 6 more coaches and help 2 of them get to Emerald. And so since that seems so far away, a small mini goal for them is Success Club. So I have them focus on hitting that. And the way that I do that, I just ask them questions. How many people did you invite to your group today? What objections are you hearing? When was the last time you did a post about your group? When was the last time you did a post about the coach opportunity? What other questions? I also have a document, I think, for you guys in the Files tab. Let me check again, about everything that I ask them. No, it's not in there. I'll find it for you guys and give it to you. But just simple things. And I try and ask them questions that will prompt action. So when I say, how many people did you invite today? And they haven't invited anyone, they'll be like, oh crap, I should invite people. And then I'll give them a script. I treat them still like a new coach because they are. So once they hit Emerald, don't assume that they're comfortable doing everything. Don't assume that they know what script is sent, that they know how to answer all objections, because they don't. So be there for them as much as you were when you got them, when you helped get them to Emerald. I also do the close to diamond photos. If you're one of my personally sponsored diamonds, I did it for all of you guys, I believe, unless you're my new or oldest diamonds. But I have this close to diamond image that we're using for the Build Your Tribe Challenge right now, and I update it for them. So I add their photo, and then I add little stars in the circles where they have coaches on their legs. And so it's exciting for them. When they sign their third coach, I will update that for them and send it to them. And they're like, oh my gosh, I'm getting so close. You know, I just had a coach, she signed up her fourth coach. And she's like, wait, so do I only need 4 more coaches and 2 emeralds? And I'm like, yep, that's it. You know, and so it's exciting. It seems more manageable. It's something to push for, to be sent that update that you have another star on your chart. It sounds so silly, but I'm pumped when I see my chart fill up. And I know that they like it too. And so I update that chart for them every single time they get a new coach. Some incentives. I don't do crazy incentives. I did do an incentive for the Diamond Retreat that I did last year. I'll probably do that again closer. I'm thinking of doing my leadership retreat in September. But I've done cash prizes where I give away a gift card of $100 if they reach Diamond by a certain date. What we're doing now, I'm actually teaming up with Ashley LaSure, and we're doing a Build Your Tribe Challenge where anyone who hits Diamond by March 16th and holds it for 2 weeks, they get to come out to Batavia, Rochester area, and we're going to do a weekend retreat or a weekend getaway. We're going to be, maybe wine tasting, doing power hours, maybe a movie, just having fun, girl time, team bonding type stuff. And people are pushing for that. I'm like, really? It's just Batavia or Rochester. It's like nothing crazy. But people are pushing for it. They're so excited to come out. And that won't cost us a ton of money. We can always choose activities that are free, like hiking we talked about. So it'll be a fun time, and a lot of people are pushing for that. Other incentives, I don't think I do very much, because I have found that with incentives you have to be careful, because sometimes people will push for that incentive and then lose it. And maintaining Diamond, as you guys know, is a whole other topic. Maybe I'll do that one on a different call. So feel free to give them some incentives. Feel free to make it a challenge. If you have a few people shooting for Diamond, team them up either as success partners or team them up in a message thread. I don't think you need another group for it, just a message thread where you ask the same questions, like how many people did each of you invite today? What is working well for you? What script did you use today? All of that stuff. Team them up and say, the first person to hit Diamond or the first 2 people to hit Diamond will get a prize. That's what motivated me. We didn't have a message thread or anything, but Raina said my first 2 diamonds to help her get to 2-star will win $100. And I was the second one. And once one person hit it out, there was like a huge fire lit under my butt. And I was like, I am going to be that second person. Not only because I wanted $100, but because I wanted to be recognized and I wanted to help her get to 2-star. And so make it a little challenge and make it fun and make it, join up people, add more people into the message thread except other than just you and the other person, just for new ideas and new questions that the other coach might have that she didn't ask and things like that. Next, recognition, like crazy. You guys, depending on how many groups you're in of mine, you see it. I recognize now every single success point that somebody gets, I do a photo for them with SC3 or SC2 or Locked In Success Club, Locked In Success Club 10, things like that. I go crazy over halfway to Emerald. I go crazy about Emerald. I recognize Emerald times 2. I do prizes for Emerald. I send the Emerald tank top. I don't do anything for Emerald ×2. I have seen that coaches do prizes for Emerald ×2, Emerald ×3, Emerald ×4, and then the next one is Diamond. I've seen that. I don't do it. Maybe I will, because I do find that some coaches, a lot of Emeralds get stuck at Emerald or Emerald ×2. So maybe a prize would help them keep going. So recognize the heck out of them. Recognize posts that you think they are doing really well, and share why you like that post so that other people that look at that post know what you like about it so that they can replicate it. If they ever send you their to-do list, screenshot it, post that, and say, this girl boss is on fire, this is her to-do list, she's so consistent and on a roll, something like that. If they, anytime, if they say, I just sent out 30 invites, recognize them for that. So it's public recognition on your personal page. For that, keep it generic, just say this girl's on fire, she's moving her business forward. In the team page is when you can get more specific with like posts, halfway to Emerald, etc. And then one-on-one. If you just see a good post, you don't necessarily want to shout them out for it, but you like it made you stop your scroll, message them and be like, your post totally made me stop my scroll, you're looking amazing, keep up the good work. So little things like that. Next, at this point, I challenge them to build their spouse to Emerald, and I tell them all the benefits of why this will help them, grow. One is that they will be closer to Diamond, which means they will be paid more per team cycle bonus. Two is that their spouse or sister or whoever will start to earn an income, which they can always send to you, if you have separate bank accounts. So you'd still be making income, and it will boost your team cycle volume, which means you'll be getting more each week for your bonus, depending on how much you send to that coach. And those are pretty much, I think, the three things that I go through. So I challenge them to build their spouse. That's usually when they get to Emerald, they've built their spouse and or their mom and dad. I don't love challenging them to build more than one person to Emerald because it's harder to maintain, right? Not only do you need to maintain your 8 coaches, but also your spouse's 2 coaches and your mom's 2 coaches. That's just so many people to maintain and to grow. And I would rather have them focus just on growing one more account to Emerald rather than 2. So that way their time is split mostly on their business and just a little bit sprinkled in with their spouse or whoever it may be. Emerald's challenge. So if they have, I guess this goes into my, where is it? If they do have coaches that want to work the business, I challenge them to, first of all, create a team page. And this kind of gets into my third sticky note, you guys. So first one was getting to Emerald. Second one is just growth, add more people to your team. The last one is helping them build Emerald. So, building your spouse. And then I challenge them to create their own team page. They don't even need, lots of coaches want a team name, but lots of them struggle because they don't know what to name it. And I'm like, my personally sponsored team page is Sam Superstars. So nothing crazy. Oh, sorry, I'm just seeing a question from Chelsea. Do only your PS coaches get to go on the retreat? Yes, Chelsea. I don't have all of I don't have any details on that right now. So maybe it'll change, but I'm thinking it'll just be my PS coaches, but we'll see. Where was it? So this third part, building Emeralds. 1, build your spouse. Create a team page and add in everyone. I, in the past, only added people that were actually coaches that wanted to say they would work the business. But I sent a message to every single discount coach that I have, and I said, as a discount member, you get access to a private group that I have on Facebook where I share, where it's filled with other coaches and other discount members, and you'll get more motivation and support on your journey, as well as a behind the scenes of what we do as a coach. Would you like to join that? Almost everyone said yes. And so now I've got discount coaches in my personally sponsored team page, and I'm kind of using that as an ongoing sneak peek. I try and do a Transformation Tuesday every Tuesday as inspiration. I'll call out one of my discount coaches if I notice that they're meal prepping, or if I notice, that they're working out consistently in the My Challenge Tracker app. I'm really bad at this, but I try and do a Challenger of the Week. And I would share that in the app and in my PS page. And like this Thursday, we have a sneak peek into coaching, so I have that in there. I sometimes share like my power hour. When people hit Success Club, I share it in the PS page. So it is like a mixture of people who want to work the business and discount coaches. And lots of times discount coaches ask me privately, can you tell me more about what you do? I think I'd like to actively work the business. So don't discount discount coaches. You never know. Carly Dunleavy, Ashley LaSure. I could go down the list of all of the coaches that are on my team that told me, Mallory Flynn, 3 diamonds right there, that told me they were discount coaches. So don't discount coaches. You never know. Which brings me to my next point. I always challenge my coaches to reach out to their discount coaches, make sure that they're fully engaged with the group, and just check in to see how are they doing on their fitness, what progress have they seen, do they still like their shakes, and then always present the discount coach give them the opportunity, because they're already discount coaches, give them the opportunity to work the business. Based on their answers, if they say that they're loving it and they're seeing results and they're just loving the group atmosphere, then I typically go in for the coach invite where I say, you're loving it all so far, you're already seeing results, you're doing what I do, would you be open to learning how to share more of your fitness journey on social media and work the business side to earn a second stream of income, or just to inspire more people? If they aren't necessarily in love with the groups, I still invite them, but I phrase it in a way like you just said that you love your shakes, you're starting to see progress. Would you be open to learning more about sharing your fitness journey on social media so that you can get your shakes paid for each month? So that's kind of their goal. And then I might even say, you only need to help 2 to 3 people each month to earn your shakes for free and to earn a profit. Right? The All Access Challenge Pack, we're earning $70 per challenge pack. So if they sell 2 of those, that's $140, and their shakes as a discount coach is $100. So they would cover their shakes and earn $40. So depending on their experience, I will always present the coaching opportunity, just phrase it in a way that they can get their shakes paid for, or where they can earn a second stream of income by sharing their fitness journey. So always, 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 you guys always ask your discount coaches that, and also have your Emerald coaches ask their discount coaches that. I think one reason that I've been able to build, Emeralds and Diamonds is I share everything. I try to share everything that I do. So if I'm messaging my discount coaches right now and, inviting them to the opportunity we have this Thursday, I'm then messaging my Rising Diamonds and saying, I just sent this script to all of my discount coaches, do the same. If I'm sending invites, I'll message some coaches that are working their businesses on my coach check-in board and say, hey, just wanted to send you this, I'm sending this script to 5 people right now. So share everything that you do with your team, no matter what rank they're at. So share everything. Referrals. So this kind of gets into the video that I did, last month about building emeralds. One thing that I talk about is referrals. So especially with discount coaches, unfortunately, lots of people get to diamond with discount coaches. And so discount coaches, their average lifespan is 2 to 4 months, and then they quit. And so for those people, always ask them if they have any family or friends that are interested, because if they do, you can talk to them, and then if they decide to sign up, you will sign them up under that coach. So you pretty much have to do the work of talking to this person, but then when they're ready to sign up, give them the link of the coach who referred them to you. They will become halfway to Emerald. They will be getting recognized. They will be earning commission, and they're like, holy crap, all of this just for one person. And 8 times out of 10, they want to actively work the business after that. Three-way messages, if you have a new coach that just you can tell they're not very comfortable reaching out to people, offer to do a three-way message so that if they have someone interested in a group, I have them say, you know what, my coach is going to walk us both through this. I'll add you into a three-way message, and then I'm the one that pretty much has the whole conversation. I do that once, and then the second conversation, I will still be added in, so it's still three-way, but I will challenge my coach to lead it. And I'll have another side conversation with my coach where I'll say, okay, this is what I would send right now, or ask her this right now, or this is the script that I would use. Okay, here's a sign-up script. So it's more hands-on, but your coach will feel so much more comfortable having a conversation. And after those two, I've really only ever been in 2, and then they feel comfortable doing it on their own. My last tip is ask them, I guess 2 ways. Ask them to send you conversations. So you, as their upline coach, ask them, how many invites are you doing? What objections are you hearing? Can you send me some of your conversations? So if they're saying nobody wants to sign up because of the cost, tell them to send you the conversation. Don't ask, because they will not send it. If you say, feel free to send me your conversations, they're going to say, it's okay, I'm following the scripts to a T. I hear that all the time. And guess what? I'm like, okay, I believe you, but send me them anyways. I'd love to take a look. They're not sending the scripts to a T. Or if they are, they're posting like all the questions at once, or they're word vomiting. There's lots of tips that we can provide to our coaches. So don't ask, just tell them, can you send me can you send me the conversation that is most typical for you from start to finish? So it's just one conversation, and they send me everything from their connection to the invite, all the way up to the follow-up or whatever their issue is that they're having trouble getting over. So have them send you conversations, and challenge them, if they have working coaches, for their working coaches to send them conversations. Put them in the leadership role. So tell them, maybe you should go live in your team page. You should host your own coach group or event, or you should host the next challenge group, or you should ask your coaches to send you conversations. You should ask your coaches and team them up based on whoever wants to hit Emerald and kind of lead that. So it's really us challenging them to be a leader. It comes natural to some people, but it doesn't for most. And so challenging them, and they might not even recognize it. You just saying create a team page, for them it's just creating a group, right? But behind the scenes, what it's really doing is putting them as a leader in that team page where they need to start sharing quality information with their team, right? Where we can ask them to share their top tips on hitting Emerald, or just tips in general. And to them, they get nervous, they will. And it'll seem like, okay, I'm just sharing tips, but what is it really doing? If they have discount coaches in that group, their discount coaches or actual coaches are watching them, and they're a leader, right? Suddenly they're giving tips to people more than just their coaches are seeing them, so they'll get a better response and engagement, and they will slowly but surely be put into the leadership position. So that's my tips, you guys. If you have any questions, comment now, because I'm going to hop off soon. I have a call, but I'll refresh my page and see if you guys have any questions. And I know there's a lag or a delay. No questions so far. I'll wait a little bit longer just because I know there's that delay. Or maybe if you have no questions, do a little heart or a thumbs up, because I can see those on my phone, and I'll know that you're good to go. All right, people are hopping off. So I'm going to hop off too. Awesome. Now I'm seeing some hearts. Thank you guys so much for hopping on. Hopefully you saw that it's not complicated. It's pretty much sharing what you do and just working more closely with them, working more one-on-one with them. So easy stuff. Hopefully you got some quality information out of this. And if you have any other specific questions on any part of that, or maybe an idea or something else that I didn't cover, comment below and I will check this thread throughout the whole week and answer your questions. So have a great day, guys. Bye. Thanks for tuning in.